Good morning, guys, and welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new to the channel, I am Sended Steve, and we got a wide array of just weird off-road vehicles. We got a Trans Am, we got the Urban Bourbon, we got the F450, we got the Bruce, we got a bunch of projects going on. A Fred project, which is a 53 Ford. But today, we're doing an Urban Bourbon update, and before we get that kicked off, we are actually going to tear into this 6.0 that we have. So I need to get a set of heads sent off to Texas Speed. I sent them down a set of heads and I got burnt. I mean, it is what it is. I couldn't do anything about it. I didn't know, obviously, but I bought a set of 317 heads. I didn't know that they were damaged or anything like that. Well, I sent them down to Texas Speed. They actually called me back today, which is actually Tuesday. So they said that I guess it floated a valve and somebody tried to cram a valve back in it and ended up messing up the guides and the seals, and they'll never seat right. And in order for them to make it right, they're gonna have to cut too much material out of it. So it's, long story short, I need a set of 317 heads to send down for the Bruce project, and this is gonna be the engine that we're gonna use here. So I'm gonna set up a little bit of a time lapse here. We're gonna tear the heads and everything off of this, get all the drive accessories, everything out of the way, and then this is actually the correct engine that's gonna go into the Bruce. But we're not gonna tear that one apart yet. This one here, I think we're gonna do a complete freshen up with, and this is gonna go into another project. So for me to send out these 317 heads, it's not that big of a deal. So we'll just tear this one down real quick, get these heads shipped out to Texas Speed. That way we can get the Bruce's engine back together, and hopefully it's in sort of a timely fashion. Now, they did say that they had a set of heads sitting on the shelf that they could send me, and they were gonna give me a fantastic deal. So I'm just waiting to hear back from Seth at Texas Speed now to see what kind of pricing we could do. But for now, we got to get a set of heads down to them anyway, for another project that we have, actually the Trans Am that we're sitting on. So I got to get another head set. I got to get another set of heads sent down to them. So let's just get all this torn apart. And like I said, I'm going to set up a time lapse, and we'll get it all down, get it all sent down to them. All right, well, as you can tell there at the time lapse, we got the what would be the driver's side head off, and it looks actually pretty good. It looks like a, I'd say a mildly run, kind of babied 6.0. I mean, it's definitely dirty, as you can tell by the valley here and everything, and we did drop a good bit of dirt, and there's definitely a lot of carbon buildup in there, but I mean, it looks pretty good for what it is. I mean, it's a junkyard motor for sure, if that's what you want to kind of put it in kind of retrospect. It's a junkyard motor, but it is a good motor. It does, everything looks good so far. I'm gonna go ahead and start tearing apart this other side here and get a look at this side. What in tarnation? So if you guys do remember what a distributor looked like back in the day, somebody definitely took the distributor hold down and used it as, I guess, a spacer for the back exhaust manifold here. So that's kind of new. I've never seen that done before, but definitely somebody put manifolds on this at one point. They needed it again. You can tell it's cracked right there. I'm not sure if you can see the crack going down through, but once I get this off here, you'll be able to see that crack, and we'll show you it, and kind of show you some more stuff. But let's get this passenger side head off. All right, before we go ahead and remove that head, you can see there, now that it's out and in the light, that thing was definitely cracked. So definitely some weird backyard mechanics going on here. This bolt was the one that had the distributor hold down on it. So it is what it is. We're gonna junk these though. We don't need these where we're going. Alrighty, that should be enough to get this head off. definitely some dirty heads, that's for sure. But overall, they're in actually really good shape from what I can see. So I think we lucked out on this engine here, boys and girls. And let's get these heads back to the house. Before we do that, I'll show you guys. It definitely has some carbon buildup. Somebody definitely was easy on this thing, and I like that. Definitely in good shape. So I'll go ahead and spray these with some WD-40 before we head out. And when we come back, we'll end up getting a cleaning wheel, and we'll get this all cleaned up. But I'd say good to go so far, and I can't wait to get these heads back and get that engine in the Bruce. That engine's a lot cleaner, guys. That's an LQ9. That's actually out of a Denali. This was actually out of an 05, just regular 2500 truck with 139. So this one's definitely, you know, it's been a work truck, that's for sure. This thing's definitely pretty beat up and rusty, but I got plans for this. Stay tuned. All right, let's get the heads loaded up. So tomorrow's video will be this, so stay tuned. We're gonna get it drug out. We're gonna go over this thing from top to bottom, and I can't wait to show you guys this thing. So definitely stay tuned. If you're here for the Corvette content, there will be Corvette content tomorrow. We're gonna drag it out, and I'm gonna explain 100% what we're doing with it. So let's get the Urban Bourbon pulled out, and I'm gonna roll the footage from today. So this is completely random. I just sort of showed up
and haggled the shit out of me.
I might have lowballed. I 100% lowballed, I'll admit. So I told him, I gave him X amount of dollars and a shout out. So here's your shout out. Exploration X Day, definitely check him out. Instagram and YouTube. And we're actually here for something. And it's not a Jeep.
What are we buying, Steve?
We are buying, dun dun dun, another Suburban.
The Suburban.
So if you don't know,
the parts donor for Exploration XJ.
Yes, you're definitely going to want to check it out. That's what I was going to say. He's actually pulled the drivetrain and everything out of this Suburban to go into the XJ here. So you're definitely going to want to check him out if you're into Jeeps and that kind of gay stuff.
It's not that gay, but...
No, I'm just kidding. Now, if you guys are into XJs, you're definitely going to check him out. Definitely a good guy. He's going to start making content and travel the world.
Yep. Well, the country.
The country.
You can't drive a Jeep across seas.
You could. Big enough tires, you could.
Definitely.
All right, well, I'm gonna get up here and we're gonna get her loaded. And that not good enough.
This side, the doors are off.
A 28-year plea deal in murder case last year, but
Make sure it's out of here.
And just so you guys understand what Exploration XJ is all about, I have a 98 Jeep Cherokee that I'm building on 40s tons coilovers with a 5.3 swap. And I got a camping trailer. I'm building the pool behind it, and I'm traveling across the United States next summer, camping my way across different places like Moab, Utah, the Rubicon Trail. So I'll be spending about 6 months out camping on the road in all kinds of different states, hopefully to be in 46 other states. So be sure to check it out. I still feel so awkward talking to a camera.
Definitely, you can see it in your face too.
Yeah, I definitely feel real weird talking to a camera.
Before we get into this, can I just drop a comment down below for how beautiful the F450's been looking. I've been keeping it clean. Obviously it's going to finish out raining today, and then we're going to get back on detailing this thing up, making it look freaking mint again. I'm going to keep this truck clean, guys. It's not going to go off-roading except for the 8-wheel drive video. If I can find a person to help me do that, we will do that, but then we'll immediately clean it up. Anyway, now let's get into, I know you guys are, you know, probably going crazy right now thinking that I bought another project and I have another project for the channel, but let's just get into the reasons why I ended up getting this 2005 Chevy Suburban. So one of the main things with our Suburban here is the rear hatch. It has a good bit of corrosion here, and also it does not have a wiper blade. So I want to make this thing absolutely perfect. I don't know if I've told you guys this or not, but I want to make this thing flawless. I want to make it perfect. I don't want any dents, scratches, dings, nothing. As you guys do know, we have not off-road this thing or anything, but like there's some scratches here that I want to go ahead and get out. There's a big old dent right here. So I want to make this thing absolutely perfect. I called Danny from Slow Restorations and said, hey, let's make the Urban Bourbon absolutely flawless. I know he's obviously doing the OBS project and everything now, so this isn't going to be like a rush job. We're not going to rush out to get this done, but I am going to try to find time to get this door. As you do know, this door is virtually perfect. There's a little scratch right here, but it's not a big deal. Danny can go ahead and get that out, but this door is virtually perfect, and we'll be able to use that. Also, like I said in the couple of minutes ago, the rear hatch, this rear hatch actually works. Everything works perfectly on it. It has your wiper blade. Ew, we got to get rid of that, that's for sure. That will not be staying. Nobody likes that crap. Actually, we got to get that out of here sooner than later. Cowboy Nation, in case you guys were wondering. But yeah, that's got to go. Got a pretty good rip on her now. Oh, it's actually Danny calling me right now, so stand by. All right, so like I was saying, we're gonna go ahead and just take this hatch because there's no corrosion or anything on this. And the other thing, I don't know if you guys have noticed or not, but my Urban Bourbon does not actually have a trailer hitch on it. So we purchased this one. It has a good hitch. It has all the wiring and everything that we need. I'll be able to sell the rear bumper. I'll be able to part out some of the things, like it has good taillights. The fender flares, guys, let me know if you guys like the fender flares. I don't necessarily hate the look. I don't necessarily like the look. You do know the tires do stick out just a tad bit on the Urban Bourbon. I sort of like that. I mean, it's not too crazy like Mike's stance or anything like that, but the wheels definitely stick out, and I sort of like that look. Who knows? You guys have to drop a comment down below. Danny's coughing in the background here. But I told Danny to hold on. I'm sorry, Danny. So guys, definitely check out Slow Restoration. He is going to be getting the Urban Bourbon doors.
OBS.
Oh, the OBS is already done.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So a bunch of people have been saying that I should cat eye swap the Urban Bourbon, and I don't think that's the route I'm gonna go. I do believe that we are gonna make a custom bumper for the front, but I like the factory grill, headlights, everything like that that's on the Suburban. So that's here to stay. Don't worry about it getting cat eye swap, guys. That is not even an option. We're leaving it looking factory. I just love that factory look. Definitely check out Danny's channel. But guys, we have enough parts here. There was also 2 marks on the hood here. It's starting to bubble rust here, a little bit of rust, and then over here bubble rust. So this hood over here is actually really nice. It does have stone chip here, and I think there was a couple others on the other side, but it's probably easier to do the stone chips, get them cleaned out versus dealing with a rust situation. So yes, Danny agrees. That hood is actually perfect compared to the hood that I have here, because that's just going to be a problem down the road, and we know it. So why not have a better base to start with and work from there? So again, guys, drop a comment down below. Do we keep the fender flares, transfer them over to the Urban Bourbon, or do we leave it this way and take them off or leave them off? I'm not sure. I mean, we got to figure it out. The other thing is we're going to be able to sell these wheels. So if anybody needs a set of wheels, the tires are absolutely junk on them. I'd sell all 4 wheels for, I don't know, 75 bucks. All 4 wheels. Take the tires. There's another one in the back. You can actually have this spare too, so you'd have 4 or 5 tires, whatever you want. So if anybody needs any parts off this, let me know. It has good mirrors. It will have some good doors, yada yada yada, good interior. I'm going to take that 05 steering wheel and put in there because that's obviously an older body. I'm going to take the radio and switch over. I'm going to take the door speakers because our speakers are kind of dilapidated out of that one. So we're going to make the Urban Bourbon absolutely perfect, and that's why we purchased this thing. So Andrew, again, definitely check him out, Exploration XJ, on YouTube and Instagram. He hooked us up on this, $150. You really can't go wrong. So there you have it, guys. If you like the content, please smash that like button, please subscribe, and I will see you guys in an upcoming video where we start the wrap on the Urban Bourbon. Like I did say though, we're not going to do the doors that Danny needs to wrap or paint for us. We're not going to wrap them, so you might see 3 panels on this not done. But that's okay. We're going to get everything else done, and then when Danny has time to paint the doors, then we'll get them tossed on here. So there you have it, guys. Take care and have a great one.